Greetings to you all in the name of Almighty God. I'm coming up with ICS01 subject, that is Principles and Practice of Insurance and Survey and Loss Assessment. In that, we are seeing first chapter, that is Risk and Theory of Probability. In this video, we are going to see part 2. In earlier, we have seen part 1. Now we are going to see part 2. Before going to see the second part, just we will recall the main points from previous video. We have learned that risk is a future uncertainty as regards financial loss. For that, we have seen this as one of the examples, that a woman unnoticeably opened the door of a car. A person coming from behind unnoticeably hit the car. So in this example, how this uncertainty led a person into financial loss. So if this happens unnoticeably by hitting this door, the door get damages. So in order to rectify or repair the damaged door, the owner of the car should take that car to a workshop or a service center. So here we can see the front right side door needs to be replaced or repaired. So because of these damages, the owner of the car should take the car to workshop. There that should be repaired. In order to get rectified, the owner of the car has to pay some amount as per the bill invoice. Here the risk uncertainty has led the owner of a car to financial loss. So they have to give some amount. Obviously, it leads to the financial loss. So here from previous video, we have seen that risk is an future uncertainty with regards the financial loss. Here we can clearly understand how the financial loss has occurred. So in later sessions, we can see how this financial loss can be recovered. Now we will go to second part. Before going to see the second part of the risk, I would like to ask you to please subscribe our Insurance Exams Hub YouTube channel for more useful videos. After subscribing, please click on the bell icon to get the notifications of latest videos. So now we are going to see the types of risks. There are two types of risks as per the insurance. They are one, business risks, and number two, it is pure risks. So two risks are there. One is business risk and two is pure risks. We can see clearly what is business risks. So this following chart provides an illustration of business risk. Here we can understand what are the risks involved in business. So when coming to a technical point of view, implementing new technologies creates the business risks. Social means consumers behavior and industrial unrest also creates the business risk. Economic, so inflation, tax policy and competition will create the business risks. Political, war and nationalization, this can create the business risks. So moreover, when we see in a production line how the business risks are arised, business risks are arised. For example, the unavailability of the raw material or the rates increased of raw material. For example, increasing the rates of the raw materials also creates the business risks. So again, we have seen strikes of an workman, strikes of an employee to get the rights. That also creates the indefinite production, and production losses will be there, no outcome. So lazy working or workman tactics will be there, slowly working, slow go motions like that. So this all creates the less output of the production, which creates the business risks. Business risks are known as speculative risk because their outcome may be loss or profit. Business risks nothing but if a business person or an entrepreneur or a company which sees the loss is called a business risk, but as per the availability available data, the business risks are also known as speculative risk because the risks in the business might be creates loss or profit. So here we can see few examples for business risks or speculative risks. Production may not achieve the planned output at the planned cost due to uncertain events such as non-availability of raw materials or increase in the cost or labor problems in the form of strikes or work rule or go slow tactics, etc. In earlier, we have seen a pictorial representation that how the production loss may occur or production may not achieve the planned output. So there we have seen the unavailability of raw materials or increase in the cost of the raw material. So sometimes labor problems may be arise like strikes or riots in the factory and work rule or go slow tactics. Sometimes workmen will work slowly. So this creates the production uh, loss, which results in business risk. For example, if a factory or an industry have the planned output, for example, per day, that output would be the production output should be 1,000 units. But on particular day or on particular week, continuously that 1,000 units are reduced to 500 to 700 units. That creates the loss in production. So for that, here we have seen the reasons that might be the non-availability of raw materials or increase in the cost or labor problems in the form of strikes. So in later sessions, we can see how this can be rectified. So business risks normally benefit society and the economy in the long run, but they are generally considered less predictable because they do not occur with any precise, that is, exact or accurate degree of regularity. So business risks which benefit the society or economy long run. Why? Because they are less predictable. We can't predict the risk or the problem in which way that a business is going to expect or that business going to be happen the risk. So the business risks are less predictable and they are not in the regular manner. So business risks are generally uninsurable. These risks produce types of losses which insurance cannot be provided. Here we can see the business risks or losses which you have seen earlier, they are not uninsurable. Why? Because they are speculative. There might be a loss or profit. So these cannot be insured. Why? Because we cannot cover. And an insurer cannot foresee or expect and what sort of the loss and how much loss going to happen. So business risks are generally not insurable. An enterprising businessman or industrialist will invest his capital and accept the various risks that are involved in the enterprise, for he is well aware that without risk there will be no gain. So the business people or industrialists, they invest their capital and they will accept the various risks, because without risk there will be no gain. So, in fact, if risks are avoided, there would have been no progress in any field of human endeavor. To our understanding, the risk in the business is nothing but the financial loss or fluctuations in the profit. So, in one word, if you want to clearly understand, the risk in the business is nothing but the financial loss or fluctuations in the profit. There may one sometimes they may get loss, and sometimes they may get profit. So we have seen the business risks, few points from the business risks. So now what can we do to control business risk? So what are the factors or what are the important steps we have to take to control the business risk? The business risk can be controlled by proper planning of production. So, in order to reduce the production loss or to utilize the effective manpower, we must plan the production properly. So, efficient operation of plant and equipment. So, proper we must ensure all the equipments are in good working condition without losing the manpower hours, along with a efficient operation of the plant. Similarly, provision for adequate supply of raw materials through buffer stock and alternate sources of supply. Earlier, we have seen, because of the raw material production loss, which resulting in business risk. To avoid the this type of problem, an industry should uh, keep adequate raw materials like buffer stock or alternate sources of supply. For example, if a company named XYZ is procuring or getting the raw materials from ABC company, sometimes in ABC company, which is supplying the raw material to XYZ company, that ABC company also uh, goes under loss or something, they lack of raw materials. At that time, it is XYZ company should have alternate sources of supply from other companies also. So raw material should be purchased from three or four sources, so that regularly raw material will be having in buffer stock, so that the loss which are arising due to raw materials lacking, this can be achieved by extensive market research for their existing or new products. So by market research also, why? Because we can know how is the pulse of the consumer or customer. Based on that, we can supply the products. Along with that, diversification is the important feature of modern economic enterprises. A manufacturer who produces and markets a wide variety of products is less susceptible to losses than one who concentrates on a single product. For example, diversification is the main important feature in modern economic enterprise. If, for example, let we see, if a company supplying only single product may get the loss based on the seasons or based on the requirement of the consumers. So a person who is selling a single product has to move to the multiple products. So if the loss in one product may be gained in another product, so that is called diversification. Instead of depending on single products, they must go for multiple products which are useful to consumers, so that the seasonal losses or loss in arising from single product may be overcome. So, along with that, diversification may also be achieved by geographical location. If business is transacted worldwide scale, losses in one part of the world may be balanced by profits in other areas. So, this is also a major factor to overcome the business risk. Diversification not only in the products but also by the geographical location. So, the by product by keeping the plants by installing the plants in various areas of the world or various in geographical areas may also be balance the losses, or we can get the profits, we can gain the profits by keeping or installing the plants or production plants in various areas of the geography or world. So sometimes some uh, due to climatic conditions in India, we may not do few products at the particular moment. That can be achieved by in another plant in which is in another country. So likewise, diversification of geographical location is also one of the technical technicality or techniques to control business risks. So this is also one of the important thing. Risks may also be spread over a large capital. A sole proprietor may enter into partnership with others so that losses and profits are spread over a wider field. So this is also one of the technique. If a person, a single proprietor may enter into loss, so may there is a chance of getting the loss. If he joined his hands with others, so if a single proprietor or sole proprietor becomes to a partner, so there will be chances of getting higher profits or losses will be shared. So this is also one of the key area. So today in this video we have seen the business risk, how the business risks are arise and how that can be controlled. So in next video we are going to see the minimization of risks, classification of risks, and insurable risk, etc. Along with that, what is the pure risk. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share this channel or video with other friends so that they also might know the subject. Kindly subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon. Insurance Exams Hub. Thank you. And if you have any feedbacks, please inform us to this mail ID insuranceexamshub@gmail.com. Thank you for your valuable time. Thank you for watching.